Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sketch with Us. Today it's me, James. We have Asha.
Good morning. Hi. I'm here.
And you have Alex. Oh, sorry for cutting you off there.
I wasn't done. Wait, no, I was done. Haha.
Evening, says Alex.
Alex. Yay.
Yep.
He's here.
So, today we're going to be drawing some of our childhood toys turned into weapons of mass destruction, the deadliest weapons we could think of. Today, I believe Alex is going to start us off. But before we do that, don't forget to join our Discord, fun, friendly community of artists. We do watch-togethers with movies every week, as well as little drawing tutorials, and that's about it. Alex, introduce us. Start drawing. We'll start looking.
Oh, okay.
Or else we'll kill you.
I hope
with our toys.
I'm not gonna set the bar too low.
What is it?
Ooh.
It's a duck.
Sure.
It's
a rubber.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a rubber ducky that's gonna be really angry that you dare to take a bath with him, like in those scenes where the girls get angry at the main character that he went into the hot springs.
Why are the rubber duckies in hot springs? Wouldn't it melt from the heat?
No, they like it. They like it there. They actually no. Wait, that's probably the like most fundamentally agreed upon method of suicide for rubber duckies. Because it's like it's the ultimate kind of bath, you know. It's like the best kind of bath, but also the place to die. It's the most direct connection between pain and pleasure, heaven and hell.
It's one hell of a way to go.
Hee hee.
Just hot water and steamy air.
There was some like saying about hot water that would have probably been a good pun here, but I forget. Oh yeah, they're in hot water now. No, but that's literally what they're in. Alex, you sure watched the Digimon anime, didn't you?
I watched the first episode last night.
Yeah?
I didn't watch anymore, but it's incredible.
I know, right? It's like they give a shit.
I haven't seen Digimon since I was a child. Please explain it to me.
Well, they're just doing a reboot. I thought it was going to be more of like a remake of the story, but it's quite different. They're doing
so it's like new lore or something?
Yeah. It's basically they took all the character designs from the first season, and they're making a story with similar beats, but it's not exactly the same story with the same characters.
Ah. Kind of like all the My Little Pony reboots.
Yes,
so
that's
like same design.
Literally what it is.
Ah.
It's like a My Little Pony reboot. Let's call it that.
Okay.
Because they're still in the digital world, but it looks a little different, and the stuff that happens is a little different. And they all have like smartphones now, which is really funny because
like in the last season.
Yeah. Like in the Upply Monster season. But it's cool to see these characters specifically because these characters were like late 90s to early 2000s Japan kids that didn't even have cell phones. And there was like the one techie kid that had an old laptop that he always carried around. But now everybody has a fucking iPhone. And the techie kid carries around like a convertible 2-in-1 laptop. Shoutouts. And and he's like browsing 4chan and stuff, which is hilarious. Well, 2chan, but...
it's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
Just seeing like late 90s shows like being like everyone being confused by computers is surreal.
Yeah. Alex, what makes this rubber ducky a deadly weapon from hell?
Because it can bite real hard.
That's not the deadliest weapon. There's ways to protect against that.
Bath time is more of a bloodbath now.
You know.
Did you ever have a rubber ducky, James? I didn't.
I did. I grew up with a wide assortment of bath time toys because I really liked taking baths as a kid. So I had like a rubber ducky that I would always play with, and I had these little pills that you threw into the water, and they were like little capsules. And the hot water would melt the plastic outside, and inside there was a little sponge in the shape of an animal, usually a dinosaur. So you would throw these, and then you would have little dinosaurs, and I would make them fight each other and have like different special moves. Because when you're in the bath, you can like kick up water, and I would basically come up with like different classes for each dinosaur, because they could kick up water in different patterns or different ways, and then I would give their attacks different levels and pit them against each other. So I would be like the T-Rex does like a downward slam that lifts the water up, and that's how he attacks. So he's like an AoE fighter, and then the Plesiosaurus or like dives down and then bursts back up and then dives in and becomes invincible for a few seconds. And I would make them fight each other and spend way too long in the bath just thinking up these battle systems in between my sponge animals. Then I also had a little boat that could float, and I would push it along. And the boat had like the biggest special attack of them all, because it would like swerve and create a giant wake tsunami, and then all the dinosaurs would have to team up and take down the boat. And the rubber ducky really wasn't a big part of this, honestly. He was like the most boring toy of all of them all.
He was just a bystander to the battleship warfare.
I never thought in terms of battleships.
Crazy.
It was always like the water was like the energy that they were manipulating. You know what I mean? Like they all had energy beams, but they were water. Anyway, that's what my brain did as a kid, and now.
I didn't even take like baths. I just took showers as a kid.
No, I took like nothing but baths until I was like 12. Never took a shower before.
Because every time I had to take a bath, I had to like scrub the tub.
But that's easier than cleaning a shower, in my opinion.
But the shower's in the tub.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, we just didn't scrub the tub, which may be degenerate, but...
No.
I mean, we would scrub it on cleaning day, but not after each individual bath, I guess.
Why aren't, like, bathhouses a thing? I would like to go. Just...
You know, that's one of those things of Japanese culture that never sounded amazing to me. People are like, oh, we gotta go to the onsen, we gotta go to the bathhouse. And I'm like, I mean, I guess. I'm not excited to do it. It's not on the top of my list. It just sounds different. It sounds different, but it's not like, oh my god, I want to fucking eat everything and go everywhere. I don't know, it's not that exciting to me.
Not everything about Japan's cool.
Maybe I can bring my bath toys, and then I can have fun, and then I can enjoy my hot springs experience.
And then Alex's deadly ducky gets in the mix, and you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh god. I mean, I can do like what the girls in the anime do, the one I was mentioning earlier, about walking in on them in the hot springs, and I could throw buckets at them. I mean, he can probably chomp through the buckets, but maybe I can stall for time.
Just bring a lava bucket and create obsidian.
Oh yeah, I can create obsidian and then spend 25 minutes punching it until I make a sword that will break when I strike the ducky.
Yeah.
So is this whole episode going to be figuring out how to defeat the weapons we make?
I guess. I mean, versus this guy, how strong is his jaw anyway?
He's tiny.
I mean, I was kind of not going off of rubber ducks. Like, I was thinking of those toys that, like, you have to press down the teeth and then they bite you.
Oh yeah, but those are already deadly weapons. Have you ever gotten caught with one?
Yeah, I combined two, because I didn't plan ducks. It just happened to draw a duck-shaped head.
Yeah, dinosaur and ducks are the same thing.
Yeah. I used to have a Lilo and Stitch toy that did that. It was just like Stitch's
Yeah,
mouth.
me too. Yeah,
wait,
me too.
Did we have the same fucking Stitch toy? I can't believe it.
Probably,
It was from McDonald's or something, right? if I remember correctly.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
I remember there were Lilo and Stitch McDonald's toys that were really cool, and you had Pumbaa, that was a water gun.
Poon Poon.
Yeah, Poon Poon from Lilo and Stitch. It was a water gun that never worked. And then you had Stitch. And I got really, really good at playing that game as a kid, because by touch I could determine which teeth was going to spring the trap.
Yeah.
I know, right? Because it has like a little bit more resistance, and I would.
It was this one, right?
Friends. No,
was it this
mine
one?
is different.
Oh.
That's
Dang.
still cool, though. It's still cool that there are 2 Stitch toys that do that.
Actually, I can't remember the specifics. Maybe it was the McDonald's one that I had, which is like this one, I think.
Yes, that's the one I have.
I don't remember which one I had. Maybe I had this one because you can like turn the ears in this one.
Yes, I remember that you could turn the ears. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was. I also have this one.
Oh my god, I can't believe we got the same fucking
He
McDonald's.
looks cursed. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
The teeth are like more.
They're smaller.
They're like round and not teeth shaped.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done with mine.
Okay. Asha?
Okay,
She's gonna draw a Ninja Turtle action figure.
Himalaya.
No, I'm not. I didn't like Ninja Turtles until I was like 17.
That's always what's funny to me.
Yeah, 17-year-old girl gets into Ninja Turtles.
It's such a
Also,
specific franchise to get into, I guess.
That was when like the Nickelodeon show came out, so I
The 3D CG one?
Yeah, the CG one,
Yeah.
and I was just like watching a lot of TV back then.
I see.
I got into it.
I never really got into Ninja Turtles, but I got the appeal after playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. And I look.
I know what you mean, but also.
I love that game.
It is very good. I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's really funny.
And it was only $15 when like the other main Far Cry games were.
Well, it's also like
60.
10% as long, but yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have all the open world bullshit.
Well, yeah.
Because it's not as big.
It's a tighter experience.
Yeah, I enjoyed it much more.
Yeah, me too. I mean, at the time, I don't think I did, but replaying it, yeah, for sure.
No,
At the time, yeah, go.
I bought it when it came out, and it was like the only game I was willing to spend more than $5 on, because everything else I bought was like games from Steam sales,
Yeah,
like indie games and stuff. Yeah, and I like beat the game, and then I like played it 2 more times right after beating it because I liked it so much.
that's fun. I like that you always tend to enjoy shorter games that you replay a lot. Like that seems to be a pattern with a lot of the games that you like. Not all of them, but most of them.
It's either that or rhythm games, which I play forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Those are fun forever. I need to play more short games. I always play long-ass games that take a lifetime to beat. Like a whole month. Is that a Bop It? Is that a Kill It Bop It?
Yes!
Oh my god, Bop Its are like the hardest thing to draw in the world. Who remembers what a Bop It looks like?
I have a reference.
Oh, this is really funny. I like the Bop It robot. God, one of
No,
my...
it's like a bazooka, but the Bop It.
It's a gun, but like you don't get to shoot until the gun tells you kill it. So you're just like you're like turn it,
Kill it,
shake it,
Yeah, it needs
Jump
it needs a lot.
Bop
kill
it.
it.
Now you can shoot, kill it. I remember one of my favorite times as a wee lad was going to toy stores, And I remember always hanging out at the toy section when my parents went clothes shopping or grocery shopping, just because I liked looking at the toys. And they always had sample Bop Its. So I would and the thing with a sample Bop It is that you can play it. While it's still in the box. It's one of those boxes that have like an open front. So you can pick up the thing and move it around and hit all the buttons except to twist it. So it was always like a survival game because the twist it was in place. You couldn't twist it. It was always a survival game where I played it until a twisted would come up and then automatically lose. I loved toys. What were your favorite childhood toys, guys? I played with toys a ton because I'm a single child that always lived pretty far away from his friends. So I didn't have people over very often. So I definitely really, really enjoyed just sitting with my toys and sitting with my games. But what toys did you guys like?
Well, I was a kid with a bunch of siblings, and
I specifically mentioned me being an only child because you're in a very different situation. Yeah, but go on.
What did I have? I had dolls. I had not Legos, but other building toys.
Mega blocks.
Minecraft blocks.
Minecraftos.
I mean, for me it was... I mean, I do have an older brother, but I feel like an only child because I never do stuff with him.
Not even as a little kid?
Sometimes, but he got annoyed at me pretty fast.
Well, how so?
So, I don't know. But I mean, he's 7 years older than me. So he was always hanging with his friends and stuff. And I was kind of trying to keep up, but failing miserably. So I like playing with his fingerboards when he wasn't around.
Fingerboards?
And looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
What's a fingerboard?
Like the tech deck, the mini.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, those were fun. I never got good at them though.
I tried to get good at yo-yos.
Oh, I loved yo-yos! I bought one a few months ago, actually, just because I wanted to play with one. But go on, I keep cutting you guys out because I get excited.
As the toy weapon. Then I remembered Kill
It's
la
been
Kill.
done to death, though.
Wait, not Kill la Kill. Suke
Kingdom Hearts 3.
But yeah, I mean, I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember. So, my favorite toy was the Poke Walker.
That's a really good toy. I was just thinking more in terms of, besides video games. Because, of course, for me, my favorite was also video games as a kid. But I always really enjoyed action figures that had any sort of interactivity or customizability. I really liked stuff like Transformers, especially the Minicons, because the Minicons were really tiny Transformers, and you could sort of combine them together to make bigger guys, or attach them onto bigger Transformers to be weapons. And that plus Legos were my favorite toys as a kid, because I always wanted to, create my own custom loadouts, or my own custom stories, or battle systems, sort of like the stuff in the tub. So I would get the big Power Rangers robot, and I would split I would split it up in the little Megazords, and the individual little swords, and then I would make up special attacks for each of them and sort of fight them in my mind. And I don't know why I was so obsessed with this as a kid, but I would always just classify my toys as this is the speedy, sneaky, roguish one. This is the big, powerful, beefy, tanky one. And this is the magician that shoots big blasts of power. Just like a fucking video game, I guess. And, every single time, I would just do that with my action figures or my Transformers or my Legos.
You just love telling stories.
I guess.
Clearly.
Yes,
I
I
also
From a young-
I also kind of did that because I had a ton of those tiny soldiers and tanks.
Oh yeah.
Those what are they called? Are they called clay soldiers or something? Those really
Well, they're
tiny
not made of
ones
clay, but
yeah, I know.
You mean army soldiers?
yeah, like little army men.
Ah.
Yeah, the one that are
The
like
green
either
ones from
green
Toy
or-
Story.
Yeah.
So what did you do with them? Did you make like large scale war narratives?
Yeah. around like the whole room, and then I would open my window, and then like the wind would kick him over.
No! A large
The
tornado
tragedy.
approaches from the east. We're all doomed.
And we also had a big shoebox full of Hot Wheels, and like
Hell yeah.
one of those things, like one of those train tracks that you could stick together to make loops and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I grew out of that pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cars were always something I wasn't into as much as every other kid. Like, kids were always like, oh my god, racing and cars are so cool. I love Hot Wheels. And I was always like, I guess I like building the track, but I don't really care about the little cars. I
You'd
just
rather
like,
be the engineer than
Yeah.
the driver.
I just wanted to build cool loop-de-loops and see if it would work.
If they
You
were
were gonna say
RC
something,
cars-
Asha?
I was going to say I used to play with toy cars as well.
Cool.
It was fun. That was one of the only toys I remember.
One of my most memorable experiences with toys was, like, I used to really love Beyblades, and, do you guys remember those little Lego cars that had a rev engine that you could pull back and then let go?
Mm-hmm.
And the engine would unwind and propulse the car forward. I basically managed to turn that into a launcher for Beyblades made out of Lego. And I had a Beyblade stadium for real Beyblades, and it was cool because me and my friends would make our own Lego Beyblades, and all you really had to do was find a piece that would sort of be suitable as a tip. And there's a ton of Lego pieces that could work as a Beyblade tip. And then you just had to build something that had like balanced weight and enough of an edge to knock out the other Beyblades. And the best part is that here, you could also bring in some of the categorizing I was doing from earlier. So I could build spikier Beyblades or more blunt Beyblades, heavier Beyblades, taller or lower ones by adjusting different parts and make them better at like attack or defense. And it was really fun to fight them because the pieces would just fly off when they hit each other, which was insanely fun. And my biggest accomplishment was in Beyblade. There's a concept that's it's been in since the first generation, and it's like Beyblades that have a free spinning center, and the sort of like the blades around it get stopped whenever they get hit, and the center keeps spinning. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
the center is spinning freely. So when the Beyblade is spinning and it hits something else, or like the outside kind of stops while the inside keeps spinning, and I was obsessed with that concept as a kid. I wanted every single Beyblade that did that, and I was determined to make it out of Lego, and I managed to do it. I managed to build a core that would attach to the launcher, and then build pieces around it that would spin alongside with the Beyblade, but whenever they were hit, the core would keep spinning while the sort of like structure around it would stop. And I've kept that shit my entire life. It's one of the things I'm the most proud of I did as a kid, and I still have it upstairs next to the launcher. And I look at
Wow.
it sometimes with proud eyes.
That's legendary. Also, I'm done.
I really like the color scheme you picked for this, actually.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Kill it! Nice. This is a really good little
Blast
drawing.
it. Woo.
Cauterize it. Genocide it.
Okay, next
Eradicate.
is next is James.
Yeah,
Are
next
you
is
ready?
moi. Hold on, let me turn off your ashashashas and your pashashashas.
Your pashishisha.
Your shashapapashas.
Dang, you used both layers.
My name's. I didn't realize how silly my name was until you guys.
Took control.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I need a little bit of reference here.
You need a reference? Congratulations.
Wow.
And he starts. I want to try to guess what it is.
It's
Is
an
it
ice cream.
glue? Is it plush? Is
Ice
it
cream are my favorite childhood.
ice cream? Oh wait! Oh god! It's Sonic.
It's not a toy.
Why are you drawing it? What other toys did you have as a kid?
Oh.
I don't remember any of mine. And
I had, like,
my family just...
I had a ton of Jenga blocks that I built like domino thingies out of.
Drop it
That's
down
not how
like
you
a
use
domino.
Jenga.
Wait, you built like domino like
Like
contraptions?
rods. Yeah.
I was always too impatient for that as a kid. I was patient enough for Legos, but dominoes drove me insane.
I even had like a car that would like...
Oh, I remember
put them up
those.
on their own, but like... Either I was too stupid or it was like broken when I got it.
I'm
it never
inclined to
worked.
believe.
For the most part, I don't really remember most of the toys I have. I just remember one day, when I was in the 7th grade, all my toys were gone.
What?
Because my mom just gave them away.
Oh god, I'm so glad my
She's like,
parents
"You're
never
grown."
did that. Every time I hear that, it's such a horror story. Like, oh god, that's
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
get-
that happened also with my Neopet. I had like this little plushy Neopet from McDonald's
No.
of my favorite animal, and it just
How
I
can
carried it
parents do
around all the
that?
time, and it was just gone. And then I found it in the trash, and I was
Oh
like,
my god, I see it now. Oh my
I
god.
see. No, oh, please don't. I'm scared. James, this is the scariest weapon ever.
What gun is he gonna hold?
This is more scary than the time I lost all my toys.
No, please don't joke about that.
Oh, that must have been heartbreaking. It's even worse when I hear
Uh.
stories of like moms giving away consoles.
Ugh.
Oh, my mom did that too. She sent my PS1 to my cousins, and I was just like, I was playing Spyro.
No, did you get to finish it? At least?
Not in the way I wanted to. I had to play on a PS2, and because the way PS2 work, it's like a PS1 game on a PS2 console, and it doesn't save. So every time I played it, I had to play right from the beginning.
No, but
Just
Spyro's
keep it
a
on.
collectathon that you kind of need to like play in several goes.
Yeah, and I tried very hard to beat it, but it was just like, I can't do this in one session. I'll die.
No.
I was
Dude.
never good at finishing games.
Me
I played
neither.
Kingdom Hearts 2 when I was a kid. I really liked it, but the pirate level, the Caribbean.
Oh,
pirates,
that was like my favorite level as a kid because I was like,
That
oh,
was
this
the
looks so
hardest.
realistic.
That was too hard. It was very, very difficult.
You
to
probably didn't
just-
understand the moon mechanic.
I didn't.
That was a
No,
little
I
weird.
understood it. They turned to zombies whenever the moonlight hits them.
But they're only vulnerable when they're hit by the moonlight. That's the problem. And they're resistant to physical attacks, but weak to magic. So the real way to beat that level is to kind of like lure them into the moonlight and spam magic on them, which is a little cryptic and kids probably wouldn't figure out, so it makes that part pretty difficult.
Well, I was dumb and a kid, so yeah. I didn't get it.
I remember specifically the final boss of Kingdom Hearts 2. I played through most of that game with a friend.
Oh no,
and-
he's got a gun.
Specifically... specifically, the final boss is like an on rails space shooter in which you have to like fight a giant ship that's also a dragon, that's also a castle, that's flying through the air, and there's an attack button and a laser button and a shield button, but it all can happen at the same time. So I remember me like controlling the movement and spamming attack, while he was spamming shield and laser with his other hand.
On
And
the
we
same
were
controller?
both like on the same controller, yeah. So that's the only way we could beat it.
Oh, that was just making me think of like creepy toys I owned, like those weird baby dolls where their eyes like, blink based on how you move them, and they go. Bleh, bleh.
Baby
Oh god,
dolls
those
are the
were always
spookiest shit on
terrifying.
the planet.
Oh, you know what the spookiest toy I ever had? This like this
The
seal.
Spoopinator
This
3000.
this no yes. No. I had like this toy seal plushie, but it also had like a battery pack in it, but it didn't work ever.
Uh-huh.
And I once left it in a closet, and I just look at it from my bed, and it's just I could see its eyes glowing, and I was like,
Oh god, that's
no.
I was always like for years, even into my early teens, I was terrified that my toys would come to life and kill me. And I had this one plushie that we called Johnny, which it was actually a really sick plushie because it was like this interactive plushie that had a bunch of different clothing items on. He had like a shirt, some shoes, some pants, and like the left part of the shirt had buttons, the right one had a zipper, and then the pants both had a zipper and buttons, and then one shoe had Velcro and the other one had laces. So it was like to learn how to do all of those different things.
That's so cool.
As like an early teen and as an older kid, like 10 or 11, I was fucking terrified of that doll coming to life and murdering me for whatever reason. Maybe because it sort of looked like Chucky. I don't know.
Asymmetrical character designs. 10 out of 10.
Asymmetrical character design. Anyway, you guys probably figured out that I'm drawing a Furby. Furbies don't need to be turned into weapons because they're already the deadliest weapon of them all.
It's true.
I have a pretty funny story with Furbies as a kid because I never owned one, but I was somehow enthralled or obsessed with them as a little kid. And, like, they had them as McDonald's promos, sort of like not real Furbies, like knockoff Furbies. And then there was this one daycare center that I went to on certain weekends that also had a Furby, but it never had batteries in it. So I would I would have like fucking dreams of having a real Furby that actually worked instead of these knockoff Furbies that didn't do all the things from the commercial.
We had also never worked.
Well, that's the thing.
So to this day, I don't know what they were supposed to do with batteries in them.
They have like AI or whatever. Like they're supposed to be like VTubers, but pets, like V-pets. Oh, speaking of V-pets, do you guys have Tamagotchi at all as a kid?
Yes,
No,
I did. Oh my god.
wish.
That was my other choice for today. I love Tamagotchi.
I brought those to school. They got banned, but I snuck it in anyways.
Hey,
It was fun.
I remember I would like
Still have
bring
some.
it out during my exams to check if I had to feed it.
Whoa, that's dedication.
I mean, usually I would finish the exam first, and then while I was waiting for the teacher to pick it up, I would check on my Tamagotchi under the desk. And then my teacher would be like, "Are you cheating?" I would be like, "No, I'm done with the exam. I'm just feeding my virtual pet."
I'm just leveling up my Digimon, bro. What do you?
Oh, I also had a Digimon like V-pet as a kid.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I had.
Those were all the rage in my school. Everybody had one.
I had like a Sonic McDonald's video game toy.
Oh shit, me too!
That's the coolest shit.
I went a lot to McDonald's as a kid.
I didn't. My brother did though, but he lost interest of the toys, so I got him.
That's how he turned into the kind of like upstanding citizen he is today. If you don't care about McDonald's toys, you're just a different kind of human.
Yeah. I mean, like, the stuff he used to like is like some of the stuff that I really enjoy now. But he just liked it for like a week. But I like it to this day. Like,
you wanted to like kind of be like him, so you adopted things he liked, but then he dropped them, and then you grew to genuinely like them more than he did.
I have no idea, but maybe he just like introduced me to them, and at some point I realized how much I like it.
Like racing games and stuff like that.
Like
you always talk about Need for Speed.
Like he used to play. Yeah, but that's like only 2 games, 2 Need for Speed games or 3. Like huh?
I said 3, like 3 games, like 3 and T.
Oh.
Anyway, go on.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, he played a lot of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and like played for a little bit probably, and then I got to play sometimes, and like that got me into skating years later.
I tried skating, but I was too scared to do it properly as a kid.
Yeah, I also had a skateboard as a kid. Funny enough, I got a skateboard at like age 8 or something, like a real boy skateboard.
And you didn't become a professional skateboard?
Because like I was super scared of going to the dentist, but like my teeth hurt super bad, and then it was so scary to go to the dentist, but like I kind of realized that I really need to go. So like my mom said like, oh, I'll buy you a toy or something, but no, that wasn't enough. I wanted to have a big thing, a skateboard. So I got like one of the most expensive skateboards we had at like
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was
nice.
that was crazy. I don't know what happened. But like my mom bought me like a complete skateboard deck for like $80 when I was like 8.
That's expensive, but I mean,
I think actually there was like before they pulled out like 4 teeth at once in one session.
Oh god, yeah, maybe your teeth were really falling off.
Yeah. I still
I'm glad they're fine
vividly remember a scene in our old place, in our old apartment, where like stand in front of the mirror and pull out the thingies from the stitches out of my teeth, and it was all bloody and stuff. For like years and years, I didn't know if that memory was like a dream or not.
What? No, I understand that feeling though. Man, I wish I did more like social stuff when I was a kid. A lot of what I liked was very single player like stuff. I guess having siblings would have helped, but I kind of like being an only child now.
What's with that color choice?
It's orange. It's bright orange.
It's like cheating.
What's wrong with it?
It's like the exact color like your hands are after eating like a bag of chips in one sitting.
What was your favorite like chip snack as a kid? Or now?
I don't remember what snacks I liked.
What snacks do you like now?
I used to like everything with milk in it, and then I couldn't stomach it anymore at some point.
I know that, but like, what kind of bagged snacks do you like?
I don't know. I don't really like eating snacks or like sweets. No.
What?
I don't like soda too because it's carbonated and it's strange to drink.
Strange to
drink. Like if I want to drink something, then I just want to gulp down because I'm thirsty.
Milk.
And it feels strange when it's like trying to kill you from the inside. Just all the bubbles want to escape your body.
I suppose. I really like Doritos. That's why I brought it up. Because they're Like, one of my number one guilty pleasures, just...
But, like, those make your controllers fatty. Greasy.
But I'm not always playing video games.
Well, I was.
I guess, as a kid, my parents really limited my video game time. They were, like,
My
really
parents
on top
tried
of all of
to,
that.
but I always found a way.
They wouldn't sneak into your room at night and make sure you're asleep.
I mean, I was mainly playing on a computer, which no one ever was on except for me.
Well, that explains it. For me, it was like, James, do you have your Game Boy there? No. Okay, I'm gonna rip the sheets off, and I'm gonna find you with your Game Boy. There's no way you're gonna hide it because you're 9.
No.
But eventually, they just let me play more. When I was smaller, they were just very adamant about, like, no, you have to play with other things. Which I'm kind of thankful for, because I feel like they helped develop other parts of my brainium. So, what other anime have you seen lately, Alex? You saw the new Digimon. Oh, I watched the first episode of Penguin Drum, which apparently everybody has seen except me.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
I know. Why haven't I seen it?
I'm gonna watch it again after I'm done reading a few books that I'm reading right now.
Oh yeah? What are you reading?
I read a couple of short stories by some Japanese guy that apparently inspired Penguin Drum too.
Oh yeah?
I want to read Night of the Galactic Railroad again and watch the movie maybe.
I was about to watch the movie soon, just because Graf said I should watch it before I watch.
Let's watch it together then.
Sure, we could. I'd be down.
Heck yeah. And I'm reading a book called Underground by Murakami. It's about...
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's a non-fiction book about the Tokyo gas attack in the 90s.
The one after eating a big bag of Doritos? Yeah, I know about that one. Tragic, really.
And it's basically just interviews of many people he could get about who like experienced it.
That must be really interesting. Tell me more.
I'm
actually curious. It's kind of interesting that Alex, of all people, is reading a non-fiction book about a terrorist attack.
Why?
That feels a little bit out of character, that's all.
If it's
Plot twist, he's reading it because of anime.
That
probably.
too, but
I
also...
mean, it is Japanese.
If it's like interesting and like depressing or whatever, then I'll probably read it.
I know, it's just a little out of character, that's all.
I don't know, yeah, I haven't gotten super far into it because it's like 60 interviews or something that are like 3 to 5 pages each.
Okay.
But it's like super interesting how, like, the way he interviewed them. There's like, I think he like edited.
Well, he's a writer, so he's probably a good interviewer.
Yeah. He edited it down so like there was no input from him, so it's basically just a person telling, like, talking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 80% of all the interviews is like just their daily life, and the other 20% is like the actual incident. And the book is like separated into a few sections, and it's about like each attack individually, and it's like.
So how did it go down? Because I really don't know much about this event. Like, were there several attacks then?
There were like, I think there were 3 attacks on the same day, like in the morning, on 3 different train lines in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't like I'm since I'm not that far into it, I don't know a few details, but like some religious organization like just wanted to fuck shit up.
It was a cult, yeah,
basically.
Right? Like some...
Yeah, a cult. Yeah. And the way they did that is like they had a few people in like coats drop bags of of like liquidy stuff, wrapped in newspapers on the ground at rush hour, and then they like had sharpened umbrellas and they pierced the bags, and then they released
Whoa! Then it was like a suicide attack.
Yeah. Then they
Wow.
released like when they popped open the bags with like that deadly stuff in it. It released super toxic gas. But I think only 12 people died, but like hundreds of people got like serious injuries and long-lasting health problems. And like he also interviews people that like you could just find that were like not exactly there. Like,
oh no,
because
got
like
trauma from it.
Yeah. So like, even some of those people that he interviewed don't think they have like long-lasting effects from it, but like after him,
you can
like,
tell.
Yeah, you can clearly tell that it also fucked shit up for them.
Damn. I always this might be a little bit morbid, but I always find it really interesting to learn about trauma and how people deal with it on long-term basis.
Yeah, me too. Sadly, I don't like. I have a pretty shitty routine when it comes to trying to read books. Because like when
it's the same routine as with video games, you probably like either open it and read it all in one go, or forget about it.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's like when I'm at home, I like just sit on the same table. I have my computer here, I have my video games here, and my guitar, like instruments next to me, and then I just pick that up when I want to do stuff. One of those. Yeah, but like I can never get myself to read books at home. But when I'm outside, I'm either like just taking a walk, listening to music, or I'm skating, or I'm like shopping. So, and when I'm at school, I don't know.
So you need to just read manga to get yourself to read books.
Yeah.
Because I feel that I do that too. Like I definitely have everything in one chair, and I need to force myself to go somewhere else in the house to even clear my mind and begin with like not breaking the usual comfy routine.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like this Alex reading character arc.
I have a ton of books that I haven't read.
Does it mean you're reading them?
Yeah. But at least I have books now.
Yeah. I recently got the new Snot Girl, finally.
Oh, I haven't
been waiting for months to come out, for it to come out. It's really fun. I haven't read it yet because I want to reread the other two first, but it's a very inspirational comic for me in terms of art style and colors.
I dream of just doing an adaptation of Snot Girl.
An adaptation to what?
An animated adaptation
to another
of Snot
comic.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Have you read it, Asha?
I read a bit of it, and I was just so excited by it.
Yeah?
The aesthetic, mood, and there's not really much psychological thrillers in cartoons, so I want that.
That's... I had no clue you knew about it or were familiar with it. This is really cool, actually. If we ever meet up, I'll lend you my copies, and you can read them if you want.
Yay.
Okay, so, wait.
It's ice cream. It's like those bag, like those
Baguettes, yes.
long ice bags that you put in the freezer, and then it's like ice sticks. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Popsicles.
Is that what they are?
Don't
popsicles always have, like, sticks in them?
That's... Oh, you mean the ones that are, like, in a plastic sleeve?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to love those. We call them flashes in Spain, of all things. I don't know why we call them
like
flashes.
A flash drive.
Sure. It's the transistor.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my Furby drawing. He's destroying a city. And he has a really small gun. He's gonna shoot you with it.
More scared of how the heck is he holding that gun.
He's levitating it through sheer force of will, obviously.
Terrifying.
It's like a T-Rex. Yeah, super tiny and things.
Yeah, he's like Doraemon, but without the hands.
But it's like the Mon. But just the
yeah,
Mon.
like just the Mon. Anyway, I'll see you guys some other time, dear listener, and check the description for a link to our Discord to participate in all of our fun activities. You'll find a cool community of artists there waiting to make friends with you. See you soon.
And my SoundCloud.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Check Alex's SoundCloud. He makes cool music. And his art. His art recently has been good.
Oh. Well.
It's magic. You know.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Never believe it's not.
Wanna NSYNC?
Yeah.